Do you need help licensing your music? I'm John from 2Indie, and welcome to this week's book breakdown, where I walk you through exactly how to get signed in sync. This week, I'm going to talk to you about how sync agencies can help. More and more indie artists are competing for attention and success in music licensing, so it's important to gain as much of an advantage as you can. We believe most indie artists are best served by enlisting professionals to help pitch their music to decision makers in sync. This is one of the ways you can gain that advantage, the power of agency representation. We strongly encourage you from our own experiences to work with sync agencies to gain the upper hand. Sync agencies are companies that pitch music to decision makers in sync. These agencies, or individual agents, represent a catalog of songs they've curated from different artists that they have signed to their roster. In exchange for pitching music and handling the admin on any deals that come through, sync agencies take a cut of the licensing fees that come in from placements. Perhaps the biggest reason decision makers, such as music supervisors, love working with sync agencies is because they know they can trust them. Once they build a track record of successful clearances together, it becomes easy for both parties to continue building upon that beneficial relationship by choosing to work with each other on future projects. Part of what this trust building looks like is that agencies thoroughly vet the music they rep for any sample uses or other potential rights issues, so decision makers, they can trust that the music sent to them by sync agencies can be cleared without any problems. You're in pretty bad shape when a song has been cut to a scene and is slated to air on TV, and the network finds out there's an issue with the clearance of the song and the song might need to be pulled last minute. Yikes! To avoid situations like these, music soups prefer to work with sync agencies. Agencies also vet music for quality and potential market demand. Their artists and repertoire (A&R) process for onboarding new artists to their roster ensures that the music they deliver to decision makers consistently sounds radio ready. Decision makers love knowing where they can conveniently find this high level of quality music. Another big advantage agencies have over indie artists pitching themselves direct is experience. Agencies know the clearance game backs and forwards. They are not going to ask a bunch of newbie questions about the sync process to a music supervisor who doesn't have the time or interest in teaching somebody about it. They know how to negotiate sync fees and help make the song clearance process as smooth as possible. It's key to have all of that on your side. Also, when a decision maker sends a reputable agency a brief, which is a request for a specific kind of music for a media project, the agency is only going to send music that's highly relevant back to them. When the project needs indie rock, they aren't going to get synth pop instead from an indie artist desperate to send something in for every opportunity out of the hope of finding a new audience for their music. Agencies have strong personal and business relationships with decision makers and commit a lot of time to nurturing them. They continually invest in expanding their quality network by attending conferences, going out to lunches, sending out gifts and cards, and connecting over the phone or Zoom. In all honesty, this is not the stuff most indie artists have the time to do on top of making music, playing shows, and engaging fans. Agencies have many advantages over indie artists attempting to pitch themselves for sync, yet pitching existing music to decision makers and responding to briefs are only part of what agencies do to serve the sync industry. Decision makers often reach out to reputable agencies looking for custom pieces of music for their projects. These bespoke opportunities may then be forwarded to artists and composers on the roster, depending on who the agency feels is best suited for the job. Sometimes you'll get a demo fee for attempting to fulfill it, although many are offered simply on spec with payment coming only if you land the placement. Typically, you won't get briefs for custom work from an agency unless you've proven yourself that you can create radio-ready music to order and do it quickly. Another great thing that agencies can do for artists is match them for collaboration with other artists, songwriters, composers, producers, etc. It can be helpful to expand your creative network by working with other music makers in sync. This matchmaking frequently comes with the caveat that the agency will permanently take a cut of the publishing for any work created through the new collab. The positive is that this agency will then be even more incentivized to pitch the songs that are made. So they do a lot. Sync agencies do so much for indie artists. And that's all for this week. Until next time, have yourself a great day.